Alright, it's happening. We're craning. It's splash day. Boat's ready. No idea where the sling points are, but I think we'll figure it out. We're floating. We managed, us two, in a super hurry, to check with all the, I don't know how these things are called, the things that hang up the boat, the slings, remove the stands, made sure that no of the sensors and drive shafts, nothing was in the way, and now we're in the slings. Isn't this amazing? This means we are going into the water today, most probably. So, nice, eh? Isn't this great? The only thing left doing now is painting underneath the keel, because we were standing on the keel. We had these wooden stands. The boat has now been lifted and the wooden stands have been moved a little bit, which means we were able to grind the surface underneath, and now we have painted a primer layer and we're going to add a anti-fouling layer, so we're going to have a fully painted keel. Check it out. Anti-fouling, primer. Great. I'm so nervous. Let's have a look where we go. Alright, looks deep enough. We have been waiting for high tide because we have 2 meters draft, and this is made usually for fisher boats with less draft, so we had to wait for high tide, but now it's high tide, so we're going in. Alright, waiting time is over, paint is dry, the crane is on, we're going into the water. Unbelievable. At times it felt like this day would never come. It still feels unreal because so much work remains to be done. But it's good to be here, it's good to be going into the water. It's one step further, and it's really important to us that this happens finally. So I hope I don't wake up in a couple of seconds and it's all the dream, and I hope that all the through hulls are watertight, that this goes well. Hope with us. See you soon. that much. But we're actually in the water, we're dry, the through hulls are watertight, and we're moving. We don't have the engine, so we're getting towed by the dinghy. And there's no wind, so I think it's working. I have to be at the steering wheel, but have a look around.
People,
Hola.
we're in the water.
We are in the water. We steered in here, it was a little narrow, at least it felt a little narrow, because we haven't moved the boat in over a year. It worked first try, we didn't touch anything, we were pulled by the harbor dinghy and they released us and we just... First try, didn't touch anything, perfectly in the spot. Attached the mooring lines, now we're
As
settled.
expected, actually. It still feels so unreal. It feels so surreal.
It does.
The boat being in the water and also not having to do anything. I mean, we have to do a lot of things still. But for today, we don't do anything else than chilling and eating and sleeping, I'd say. Perhaps swimming.
Yeah. No. The last month has been a tough one. We have worked our butts off. We have really put in the hours. I mean, we have put in the hours before as well, but last month especially
was enormous.
because we knew we had a splash date. We really worked hard, and the splash date worked out, which is amazing in itself.
Yeah, and which is a bit of unbelievable too here.
On the
Now
date,
we are
agreed.
here.
We're in the water. Everything went smoothly. All the through hulls are watertight. Nothing is dripping.
Yeah, it feels very weird being on that boat, which feels very much like our boat. Sure, I mean,
But now it is a boat.
we know that boat,
We
but
haven't
it's
even
so
left.
different.
We haven't left the harbor yet. We have moved maybe 100 meters, maybe 200 at max. No, not even.
It's probably one.
But we're not on the hard anymore. We're in the water, so now we can overhaul the engine. We can test the engine. We can hook up the head again. We can
It feels
finish
so
the inside work.
different, not to climb a ladder to get onto the boat.
Yeah,
And
it
look
feels like a
down
boat.
from above on the yard and on everything. Now we're so low.
Yeah,
We're on
we're
boat
floating.
level again.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it moves
It's
a
not
little
tree
bit.
house anymore, but a boat house anymore, but
Yeah.
a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So yeah, before we ramble ourselves into oblivion and yourselves to sleeps, goodbye and see you next time.
Yeah.
Adieu.
Ciao.